this is our first poem of Hornbill. The name of this poem of photograph, right? A photograph, and this poem written by Shirley Tolson. Okay. So, see students, first chapter also given on a photograph, right? A photograph of a lady, and the first poem name is also a photograph, right? So before I show you the summary, line by line summary of this poem, see some keywords related to this poem. You have to remember these keywords and learn it by heart. This will help you a lot to write your answers in smooth way, right? First of all, cardboard. This is the first word of this poem, cardboard. That means stiff paper, right? Then terribly. Terribly, that means great, very or very badly, right? Then paddling. See, paddling word used here, and it is the very important word, paddling. That means walking with bare feet in shallow water. That is called paddling, right? Then transient means mortal. Snapshot means photograph, photo. Right, that means twisted. Right, that means twisted, right? Now circumstances, that means condition. See students, these are some important keywords which you have to learn by heart. Now see line by line summary of this poem. So students, we are going to start a line by line summary of this poem. Let's see. First of all, the cardboard shows. See, I told you that first word was cardboard here in your poem, right? So the cardboard shows me how it was. See, this line having two meanings, right? First of all, the poetess Shirley Tolson written this poem. We know it very well. So poetess want to show her mother's photograph in front of us, and she is remembering her mother because she is no more in the world. Right now, poetess mother is not with her, right? That's why she is seeing the photograph and remembering her mother, right? And this photograph is a kind of a thing. Wherever we used to see our old photographs, no? So some memories remained in our mind. Either that was related to our childhood or our mother, father's memories, or our birthday's memory, related to anything, right? So same things happening here. This poet is talking about her mother, who is her mother is not with her because she is no more in this world, right? So poet wants to say that the cardboard shows me how it was. So in a first line she wanted to say that from the cardboard of the photograph, no, this cardboard showing me that how old this photograph was, right? This cardboard showed me that how old this photograph was. So I am seeing this cardboard, that means the photograph of inside of that cardboard, right? So this cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling. So inside of that photograph there was two girl cousins, right? And poetess want to say this cardboard shows me two things. What? First of all, how old this photograph was, and second, that two girl cousins went for paddling. Paddling, that means I told you about paddling. That means walking with barefoot in a shallow water. So the two girl cousins went for paddling, right? And each one holding one of my mother's hand. So here this poetess shows the memory of her mother. She told she says that each one holding one of my mother's hand, means these are two girl cousin and these two girl cousin holding one of my mother's hand. That means this poetess mother was in the between of that photograph and two girl cousin holding her mother's hand. That means three girls are there in that photograph, right? Who? First of all, in the middle, the mother of poetess, and in both sides there are two girl cousins. That means mother's cousins are there, right? So understand these three lines, students. Next, and she the big girl. What? She is talking about her mother. Poetess is talking about her mother and she tells us that my mother is the big one, right? And she, the big girl, some 12 year or so. My mother was some 12 years. She was big girl. Between these three girls, among these three girls, my mother was big girl. And how old she was? That time she was some 12 year or so. Right? Then all three stood still to smile. They all are stood still to smile. Why? See, still to smile. They are standing in a still position. That means they are giving their photograph. Somebody clicking their photograph. And whenever we are taking our photograph or selfie or somebody taking our photograph, so what we are doing on that time? We stood still. Right? We stood in a still position. Right? That's why these three girls stood still. Right? All three stood still to smile and they are giving a sweet smile. Right? Through their hair. See. Through their hair. That means because these three girls are on the beach and there was so much of air blowing on the beach. So that's why what happened? All their hairs scattered here and there on their face. So some hairs on their face and they stood still and smiling through their hair. Means some hair scattered on their face, right? Now see, at the uncle with the camera. What they are doing? They are seeing at the uncle. They are smiling through their hair. They stood still, smiling through their hair, and what they are doing? Seeing at the uncle with a smile. That means uncle in front of them, who is standing with camera. Uncle is taking their photograph. That's why they are standing in a still position. They are giving smile through their hair. Right? After that, poetess say, a sweet face my mother's, that was before I was born. How sweet my mother looking in this photograph. Right? This poetess says about her mother, that sweet face of my mother, and this photograph before I was born. That means my mother was very young. She is near some 12 years or so, right? That means her mother was very young, looking so sweet in that photograph, right? So she missed her mother a lot. That's why she is seeing that photograph and remembering her mother. And what she said, that so sweet, my mother looking so sweet, and that was the photograph before I born, right? And the sea which appears to have changed less, and that sea was also looking so nice, which appears less. That means which appears to have changed less, which never changed. See, these sea, oceans, they all are never changed in our life, oh, right? They looked the same. So she said about her mother that my mother looks so sweet, and the sea also, which changed less, right? And what happened? What this sea doing on that time? Washed their terribly transient food. What this ocean doing on that time? That ocean washed their terribly transient feet. That means they are paddling on that time, they are walking with barefoot in the shallow water, and the water of that sea washed their terribly transient feet. Transient, what is the meaning of, see, you have to remember paddling meaning, transient meaning, terribly is meaning. Why? Because related to these words, question will definitely come, right? So transient, that means stay on one place for a short period of time. They went for that beach, they went on that beach for some period of time, for a short period of time. So that's why this transient word used here, right? So she said that the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. Okay, next, now see, some 20-30 years later, right? Some 20-30 years later, she did laugh at the snapshot, right? Snapshot, that means photograph. Snapshot, that means photograph. So maximum after 20 and 30 years, when her mother, poetess mother, saw that photograph, she laughed at the snapshot. She laughed so much at that snapshot, on that means on to see that photograph. Her mother laughed so much, right? And what she said that, see, Betty and Dolly, she did say. What she said? What is the name of that girl cousin? Betty and Dolly, right? The name of that two girl cousin are Betty and Dolly, and she did say, when her mother saw that photograph after 20 or 30 years, so she laughed so much, and she said, see, Betty and Dolly, she did say, and look how they dressed us for the beach, right? What poetess mother said that how Betty and Dolly looking, and our parents, see, our parents, how they dressed us for the beach, right? And the sea holiday was her past. Now, two types of past showing here in this line. See very carefully, students. The sea holiday was her past. Whose past was her past? That means poetess mother's past. Poetess mother's past was sea holiday, and mine is her laughter. And poetess say, my past is my mother's laughter on that snapshot, on that photograph, right? So two types of past given here. First, when my mother saw that photograph and she laughed so much at that snapshot, and that means poetess past was to see her mother's past, right? And to see her mother laughter, right? The smiley face of her mother, because she is no more in this world. So that's why her mother's laughter is her past. And what is the past of her poetess mother? That sea holidays. So two types of past given here, right? Both right. See, right, that means disappointment. See, disappointed. Disappointed Rai means disappointed. So both Rai. These means both disappointed. For which? From which? See, both disappointed with the labored ease of loss. See, labored, that means hard work. Ease, that means easy. And of loss, that means they both are disappointment from the labored and they lost that easily. That means poet lost her mother and her mother lost that sea beach holiday, right? Because she is no more in this world. Now she says that now she is been dead. What poetess said that my mother is no more, she been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived, right? She been dead nearly as many years that girl lived. That means 12 years, right? Means before 12 years, this poetess saw her mother laughing to see that sea holidays photograph, right? So 12 years over to see her mother, before 12 years her mother died, right? And of these circumstances there is nothing to say at all. And what poet says, for these circumstances I don't have anything to say now. Right? Only it's silence and silences. That means sadness. Right? Memories. So there is nothing at all to say, only silence and silences. Peace and peace. Right? So students, this is the meaning of this poem, and I hope you understand all the words, all the meaning, and this poem, line by line summary of this poem very well. Right? Now I am going to show you some questions related to this poem. Let's see. See, students, some questions related to this poem. These questions are very important. You just write this in your CW copy and learn these questions by heart, right? So infer the meaning of the following words from the context. See, I told you these two words are very important. Related to these two words, question will come, right? What is the meaning of these following words? Paddling and transient. I told you about paddling and transient. First of all, paddling, that means walking or standing with barefoot. Walking or standing with barefoot in shallow water, right? Then transient. Transient, that means stay in a place for only short time, right? Stay in a place for short time, right? Then what does the word cardboard? What does the word cardboard denote in the poem, and why has this word been used? Right? So the word cardboard denotes the photograph pasted on hard thick paper. Right? That photograph pasted on a hard thick paper. This word has been used to refer a practice in the past. Right? Practice in the past when photographs were pasted on cardboard. Right? They are not framing that photographs. In a olden time, they used to paste that photograph on a cardboard, right? So when photographs were pasted on cardboard and framed with glass front to preserve them, right? So this is the question. The first is very important, that paddling, and which transient meaning you have to show. And then in a second para, why cardboard word used here. What this denote in this poem, right? Next, see next question. What has not changed over the years? What has not changed over the years? Does this suggest something to you? So the sea has not changed, right? The sea has not changed over the years, and its waves are as fresh, shining and tireless, right, as they were years ago, as it is, right? And the changelessness, see, nice word used here, changelessness of the sea reminds us of the changes in human face with advancing age, right? Next, the poetess mother laughed at the snapshot. Snapshot, that means, I told you, snapshot, that means photograph, right? That's why the name of our next book is Snapshot, right? So what did these laugh indicate? Why she laughed at that photograph? So what this laugh indicates? So this laugh indicated her joy at remembering an incident connected with her past life, right? And when she was quite young and free from the tension and worries of life. So nice answer of this question, that first of all these laugh indicate her joy and remembering an incident connected with her past life. Okay, and when she was quite young and free from the tension and worries of life. Next question, see next questions. What is the meaning of the line both rye with the labor ease of loss, right? So rye, that means disappointing, right? So the sea holiday and the laughter of the poet's mother are incidents of the past, right? They both are the incidents of past, and there is a sense of loss associated with them. Okay, both are amusing, yes, disappointing. Both are amusing yet disappointing as the state of feeling comfortable. Okay, both are amusing yet disappointing as the state of feeling uncomfortable or relaxed is unnatural or forced, right? This sense of loss is quite painful to bear, right? That's why these both rhyme with the liberties of laws used over here, right? Next, what does these circumstances refer to? What is this circumstances refer to? These circumstances refer to death of poet's mother. Only one word answer, death of poet's mother. Now last question, see, the three stanzas depict three different phases, name them, right? So the first, the girlhood of the poet's mother. What they showed? The girlhood of the poet's mother, the period before the birth of the poet, right? Second, her middle age, that means the period during the childhood of the poet, right? And third, period after the death of the poet's mother. So three things in a three stanza depict three different phases. First, the girlhood, right, of the poet's mother, the period before the birth of a poet, right? And then her middle age, the period during the childhood after the poet, and last period after the death of the poet's mother. So students, these are some questions related to this poem. I hope you understand this poem very well.